Aloha, students. So today, the word of the day, the thing we will be doing is evaluating expressions. So before we get into evaluating expressions, or actually, yeah, uh, is the difference between an expression and an equation. An expression, say EXP, and then we'll say EQ, right? An expression is like in English, just a phrase, it's not a complete sentence. Uh, it's not a complete sentence. So something like 3x plus 4 or 15 plus 2, these are all expressions. They're just a phrase, there's no verb, there's no equal sign. An equation would look like this. 3x plus 15 equals 25. That's an equation because there's an equal sign there. Notice both of them have operations like adding, like multiplication. There's multiplication going on here, or subtraction or division. Expressions are made out of numbers and variables and operations. Equations have numbers and variables and operations, but they also have this equal sign. Right? It's really important you understand. Okay. So today we're going to be evaluating expressions, and to get the problems for this, I want you to do. I'll put a worksheet. Okay. So to evaluate this expression, we're going to need to know what do they say x is. They say x equals 4. Then all we're going to do, this is not a mathematical word, this is a, but all we're going to do is plug in 4. So we're going to, sometimes when I do an expression, I like to do it like this. I like to go boom, boom. And I'll put a little note here. In math, you do a little subscript. It's just a note. It has no value. It's just for you to remember stuff. But right now, I'm just remembering that that's where my x is going to go. So I have 8 minus 2 times something, which is that x, minus 10 times something, which is that x, and the subscription something. All right, now all I got to do is plug in 4. Plug in 4, plug in 4. And that's 32 minus 8 minus. Now, how do we do this visually, though? That's the quick way. If you can do it like that, cool. Just skip ahead until you see me do another problem. If you can't do it like that, then watch how we would do this visually. Okay, so do this visually, we're going to say with algebra tiles, what I'm going to do is make 8x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to have minus 2x, boom, and then minus 10x, boom, boom. Oh, by the way, we didn't solve it last time, did we? We'll solve it, don't worry. Okay, so what I have in here is I gotta imagine in my head that all of these, this is 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. It's 8 of them, that's 32. Okay, then in my head here, I gotta look at this as -4. Because remember, guys, these x's and these negative x's just mean they're just like containers of some amount of yellows or some amount of reds. So, I mean, if you wanted to be like really visual about it, you could just pull in 2, 3, 4, 4 of them there, right? And then you could just kind of like copy them if you wanted to, like that. Oh, and that's 32. And then you could do the same over here if you want to be really visual. 2, 3, 4, and then. Actually, no, we'll do that. I'll stay visual like that. All right, so that would be -8. And then over here, I'll just speed it up. That would be -40. Okay, now, since we know that, if you don't need to go in here and you don't need to like, you can just remodel this. Is I guess what I'm trying to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't even do our times tables. We know this from before. So it's gonna have 8 4s, and then over here we're gonna have 2 of the -4s. So maybe you should just do it below. You know, that'd probably be better. Because all we're gonna do, guys, is once we have this, sorry, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, now all we have to do is zero out, zero pair our stuff, and we'll see that our answer is negative 16. All right.